This video is not for the faint of heart, as things are about to get heated in the tank.
My name is Barrett Jocks, and I'm from Nashville, Tennessee.
And I'm Crom Carmichael, also from Nashville, Tennessee. The name of our company is Minus Cal. We're seeking $500,000 for 20% of the business.
Damn.
Once the employees introduced themselves and brought up their company's story, the Sharks took an interest in their product as it was based on weight loss. However, once they tasted their product, this was the Sharks' reaction.
Thank you so much.
Very welcome.
Oh.
The company claims that its product helps in lowering cholesterol by 17 to 20%. This was experimented 12 years ago, where they had a clinical trial for conducting tests.
Doesn't taste great.
What?
Doesn't taste that great.
They also claim that their product is safe for use for everybody and that it's all natural. However, Cuban being a skeptic, he didn't believe the fact that 2 pills would reduce off 100 calories of what you eat. And now this is where the drama begins.
Guys, I'm stunned you guys are dealing and asking with these questions. Do you guys realize they just invented this product out of nothing and gave it a name?
I'm trying to understand what I'm investing in, Mark.
You have a bar
You're investing
that's
in
high
air.
fiber weight.
After explaining their product, the Sharks sensed something was off with what the company was offering. So they started pulling questions. And you would not believe what happens next.
Mark, let me say this. I have the data to back it up. So listen, if you want to get out, but you're wrong.
No, I'm not wrong.
As Cuban continued flaming minuscule, this is what one of the other Sharks had to say.
Mark, sometimes your level of arrogance really pisses me off. And you don't give people a chance. I wish I knew what their business was if you would let people talk.
Herjavec then pointed out Cuban's arrogance and intimidation tactics, which does not allow the Sharks to gain a good knowledge about the company. When Cuban pursues on, Herjavec is finally forced to do what he was avoiding.
I know how hard people work to get on that
You know what's
floor.
even harder, Robert?
And you don't give them a chance.
You know what's even harder?
I'm out.
Cuban points out the fact that their company's name means reduction in calories. However, Chrome claims that the product does not reduce weight, but rather helps in your weight, which sounded ridiculous to him again. They went back and forth until this happened.
It won't make you lose weight. It will help you.
It will help you lose weight, but it won't make you lose weight.
Actually, Crom, now you're pissing me off.
Yeah.
And this was when the only Shark that showed interest in their deal finally came to his senses and agreed with Cuban, as the company started slowly crumbling in their credibility.
So help people lose weight. I am.
Okay, guys, I think we're done here.
To everybody who's watching, don't buy it. I'm out.
Minus Cal, minus Sharks.
Let's hold hands. I don't want to hold hands.
It's all about love.
Kumbaya.
Okay, I have your hand.
Hi, Sharks. My name is Aaron McDaniel from San Francisco, California, and I'm the CEO of Tycoon Real Estate. I'm seeking $50,000 in exchange for 5% of my company.
Aaron is bringing to the table a new innovation in a field that most of the Sharks are well experienced in.
Best deals are only offered to the super wealthy behind closed doors, helping the rich get richer and locking the rest of us out.
What's wrong with that?
A typical Cuban already doesn't look impressed. Is he gonna call Aaron out for something, or is he just biding his time observing?
Tycoon Real Estate is a crowd investing platform that allows everyday people to invest in real estate for as little as $1,000.
I hate it. I'm out.
Cuban just took him out without even listening any further. Did he smell something off, or did he just not like the pitch?
I smell jail time. Wow, Mark, that's aggressive. What about you, Barbara? What do you think?
I haven't even formed an opinion. Keep going.
The drama is intense, but Aaron gets another shot at presenting his pitch. The Sharks patiently listen to Aaron's explanation, but after Cuban's initial reaction, none of the Sharks seem too eager to risk it on his business. After the explanation, Herjavec is the first to start asking questions, and Cuban has been waiting for just this moment.
How do I get my money back? How do I get the
Boom,
return?
boom, boom. Give the guy a cigar.
O'Leary gives a supporting statement to Barbara, saying that she is the major player in the real estate business. Aaron fumbles around to answer the Sharks' questions properly, and his pitch is seeming more like a scam.
It was a part of a house in San Francisco.
Part of a house?
It was a portion of the debt position in a
And
house.
you charge 1.25% for that deal.
Yes.
Aaron refuses to agree with any of the Sharks' professional advice that the business idea itself is flawed.
I love investing in real estate, but I recognize it's pure luck.
I don't know if that's true.
Before Aaron could come up with yet another lie, Herjavec jumps the ship before he gets caught up in an unnecessarily complicated trap.
Be safe with your investment.
And to that point, there are a number of conservative investments you can also go
This
for.
is not a conservative investment.
When Aaron makes a claim that the company aims at helping investors, Cuban is dumbfounded and chimes back in by saying,
That's
Dude,
correct.
the reason I went out, and this is the same problem with a lot of crowdfunding-based investments, not just real estate.
Sure.
Right?
Cuban makes it clear that he's not so gullible when Aaron continues to try and hustle his way out of this pretty intense situation.
The ways that the rules are outlined is that after a year of holding a crowd-funded equity investment, you have an opportunity to be able to sell it.
Yeah, to who?
This is one of the market risks.
The next to fall out is, of course, Griner, who makes an effort to try and make Aaron understand the flaws in his idea, rather than just throw it out the window.
I don't like the idea of investing in real estate online with a bunch of other people I don't know. That seems to me risky and uncomfortable.
There were only 2 sharks left. Will either of them make an offer, or will Aaron be walking out empty-handed? Things are looking pretty bleak on Aaron's side, and it looks like he has nowhere to run.
We only work with top people.
You gotta trust the opinion of who's behind it. And that's what's scary, and that's why I'm definitely out.
O'Leary wants to be sure of one thing, and that is that Aaron has no criminal record. This is a valid question, since O'Leary knows the dangers of holding other people's money.
Just think of the name, Tycoon. Tycoon!
Please.
Tycoon, what does
let me
it say to a
finish.
small investor? It's a ripoff name.
O'Leary tries to make a final offer to Aaron, but turns it around when he does this.
I'll give you $50,000. I want 50%. I'm going to rebrand this thing.
You know, we all make fun of Kevin, but I will tell you this. He really does care about his money.
Aaron refuses the offer from O'Leary, and with no other sharks to invest, takes his leave. This is one of the only times the sharks have come together as one and even compliment each other. Next up is a ridiculous way to break habits. If you like this video and wish to watch more, then don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell for the latest updates from our channel.
My name is Manish Sethi, and I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. And I'm seeking $500,000 in exchange for 3.14% of my company.
3.1.
It's Pie Day!
The sharks laughed as the 3.14 denoted a pie, so Cuban called it a pie day. But said he was not pleased by their response. Everybody has bad habits, and for some people, they are minor. From nail biting or hitting the snooze button to smoking and drinking. Pavlok is supposed to be the first wearable that doesn't just track what you do, but actually changes what you do. Sounds like a really smart tech. How this product works is gonna shock you.
And simply press the button, and Pavlok releases a mild electric sensation that helps you reduce cravings. You can laugh, but it's actually something very serious.
I am laughing.
According to Sethi, Pavlok harnesses scientific methods to have incredible success in changing the user's behavior. Griner wanted to know where he got the idea from, and this is what Sethi said.
I've always had severe ADD. I could never get myself to actually get stuff done. I couldn't get myself to commit to anything, so I did what any normal person would do. I hired someone to sit down next to me and slap me in the face every time I went on Facebook.
Nice.
And I wrote a blog
Why
post
not?
about it.
Sounded absolutely ridiculous, but who are we to judge? Sethi proceeds to give them the wristbands so that the sharks could try it out. What happened next was electrifying.
All right.
Ow! Turn it back.
Turn it
now.
down.
Ow! Wow! How do you turn it off?
Herjavec already spotted the flaw of this product.
If I have the discipline to buzz myself, do I not have the discipline to stop?
People have, okay.
Sethi's response was the funniest response you'd ever have heard.
People, do you have the discipline to stop?
Well, I don't.
Do you wish you could stop?
I do.
So can I, so here's
but
the
your premise is
Why would anybody get this if they already had the discipline to stop? This is what one of the sharks had to say about that.
Nonsense,
discipline.
Robert. It's all nonsense across the board.
But this ain't it. Now we will witness Sethi's true personality, as the sharks wanted to know more about the product.
What percentage of time does it not work?
It doesn't work if you don't want it to work. So it doesn't.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, of course.
Sethi proceeds to give an example, which being that if the user used this product on sugar after about 3 or 4 days, the user would start to notice the changes in flavor. This is what Cuban had to say.
You're such a con artist.
I'm absolutely not. As for results, Mark, more than 50% of our users break their habit in 5 days and 7 days or less.
Sethi claims that his company is the one that has done the studies, but Cuban points out that they have taken this research that was done a long time ago by somebody else and is now claiming it to be his. Insane, right? This is what happens next.
You got a book that has none of those studies are yours.
No,
They're just related
These
to
are
aversion
studies
therapy.
we
These are aversion therapy studies.
Version therapy studies. So
The strongest point here
Mark.
is that this isn't based on anything that you've done.
right.
His big fat ego thought that the sharks would be impressed by the sales, but instead, this happens.
Pre-orders.
3/4 of the users were pre-orders and 1/4 of the users were prototypes.
What did each of those people pay for one device?
$200.
How much?
$200.
3/4 of the users were pre-orders and 1/4 were prototypes, costing each $200.
Who buys these?
People who are really gullible, that's who. A fire starts between the sharks as
Mark, we know you're the smartest guy in the room.
It's not about being the smartest guy in the room. You can't be that stupid, Robert, to even think there's any legitimacy.
what Seti says next will surprise you.
Gosh, you guys are making me so ADD. All right, let me talk about the...
We make you ADD.
You guys make it happen. All right.
The sharks found Seti's presentation exhausting and arrogant, so the sharks started backing down from the deal.
It is everything but a legitimate product, and for those reasons, I'm out.
O'Leary makes one comment that ends the meeting.
There's a medical component to this, but I'd...
Shock yourself for a minute. You're a combination of spontaneous combustion and ADD mixed together. I'm not kidding. It's very difficult to listen to you.
Yeah.